Hey y'all. So last night as I was doing my last night as I did the reading before this, and I was getting ready. Okay, I'm going to bed now. And I got in my bed. There's another message. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I don't want to be bothered with it. I just really want to go to sleep. And it's crazy because it's like when you channel messages, you typically don't remember them the next day. And so, of course, as of right now, I don't remember what I was being told to say because they were like, say it now, don't say it at all. And for some reason, that in its own was a message because it's given my way or the highway type of energy. But so it's two different energies here. The my way or the highway energy is giving me that this person it's like one of those energies where it's like, I don't want to use the word manipulation, but that's really what it is. It's like reverse psychology in a sense, to get people to do what they want them to do. And this person is just like, if you don't do what I want you to do, then I'm gonna walk. And they don't really think that this person is going to walk type of energy, and this person ends up walking, but this person never leaves. And for some reason, I'm getting though that this person is really about to walk away. And another thing that I wanted to say though is that for the other person, and this is kind of going on like the message that I did just do when it's saying like, it's really time to let people like to stand in your boundary and let people do what they want to do. If you don't want to live by my means, or not to say live by my means, but appreciate me and, you know, understand the way I need you to love me and respect my boundaries and respect my wishes. If that's what you're wanting me to do to you, I need you to do it for me as well. And I also keep hearing something about 1,000. So I don't know if it's like something about $1,000 or 1,000 times. Like, I don't know. It's something here about 1,000. I don't really know what that's about. But this energy is just, it's making me want to cry, honestly. So hopefully I don't end up crying in this reading. But it's given an energy. I'm gonna ask for two different sides. So I'm gonna ask for one card to represent the person of interest, and then I'm gonna ask for one card for the viewer, okay? And then we're just gonna go from there. And they're actually telling me to use another deck as well for the one card. With the Five of Swords in reverse, Five of Swords is giving me illusions right now. So, and with two cards coming out for the viewer. So person of interest and viewer. I'm going to ask for clarification with the ancestral deck. But this is given coming out of my illusions, or the illusions that I tried to put onto other people. And then this is given not following. First time I just heard not following my emotions and leading with logic now. I'm leading with my passions and I'm leading with what's right. Trying to get to the top of the mountain to release these wands that are on my shoulder. But at the end of the day, you can put the wands down really at any point, any time. So, you know. One card, please, for the person of interest. Ooh. A great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Ooh. Two cards keep wanting to come out. Well, I guess it is two cards here. So, trusting your higher forces, the shaman as well as warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. So, and that's kind of going back to like what I was saying. You are allowing this person over here to see that they actually do need to work on some things within themselves. I mean, you both do, of course, but this person spiritually has not evolved to the higher vibe that they need to actually evolve to. And I think that a lot of times we sometimes try to hold on to people out of selfishness. And this person, they know, it's like when you have somebody that you know can love you right, and you don't know how to accept that love quite yet, you tend to not only ruin it, but you also don't heal what needs to be healed, because this person hasn't let you go yet. And I think that this person needs to experience what it really means to lose something that you truly care about. That way, if it comes back, you can actually cherish it. And I think that this person over here hasn't been able to let go because of that feeling of, but what if it doesn't come back? Or what if I change? Or what if they change? Okay, like, how is that a bad thing? You know what I mean? And I think that this person is actually able to now surrender to the divine and let God know that, you know, I give it to you. I let you, you know, have control over my life and allow the people to come and go in my life as you see fit. And this person has finally been able to stand in those boundaries and say, like, okay, enough is enough. It's time to put my foot down. I'm also seeing, so they're giving me the choose wisely card again in my head. I keep getting this fearful energy as well, but a strong reconciliation as well. So yeah, that's the two breaking apart, partners and alliances in reverse. They're telling me to shuffle. Passion ignited. And firm foundations. So sometimes the tower has to fall in order for the tower has to fall, and you have to rebuild in order for the building to be strong, or the relationship to be strong. And sometimes you need space between the two in order for the two to come back together and be who they are both meant to be, because you need to be able to go into that time frame or that space to actually heal. And sometimes we think that, you know, we find our creativity and our meaning and our purpose with our person. But in reality, sometimes we go through pain and we go through separation, and we have to transmute that pain into something else. And that's when we find our purpose. And then our purpose draws us back to our person. Hopefully that makes sense. And then that's when you can start forming those solid foundations, those foundations that are built on trust, on understanding, on strong boundaries, because you both understand what it is that you want in life. You both understand where it is you want to go in life, and you both are typically a lot more aligned in purpose, in, you know, journey, and in God. And you both understand now that what it was that you needed to learn, you couldn't learn with each other because it had nothing to do with each other. It had something to do with yourself. The person that you need to heal from, typically, you can't be around them. And it's not to say that you both hurt each other, but you were hurting each other because neither one of you were allowing the other person to heal based upon codependency issues. So breaking apart is actually what you needed to do. Heart chakra, another 4 coming out. 3 + 1 is 4 as well. Okay, let's see what else comes out. What is it? No, let's ask, what's the likely outcome of this situation? Alrighty, a 3 falling on a 3. Likely outcome. Fertility is given a rebirth. And with wisdom coming in, you experience wisdom when you go through experiences. Fulfillment of wishes, number 9. I'm going to take it in the reverse. I don't know why. I don't know if I need to take it in the reverse or not. But they're telling me there's one more card that needs to come out. And this is to cross it. Heartache and loss. Number 3. Another 3 coming out with a 9 on top. Okay, so healing a heartache, it does bring us closer, you know, to what it is that we want. But not only what we want, but it gets us closer to what we need to see and visualize. And most of the times with heartache and loss, it does come wisdom. It comes the ability to let go, to allow new things to come in. It comes the, you know, the ability to know how to deal with things that may arise again, even if it's a total another situation, the way you feel about it potentially, how to handle your emotions, just different things that you can say with how you come about wisdom and the impact that heartache and loss may have on a person. Also, I meant to say that when you heal your traumas, healing your traumas makes space. There's a card in here called Hold Space. And when you heal your heartache and your loss and your trauma, it then makes space for new things to come in, to give birth to new ideas and new things and new people. And it does get you one step closer to fulfillment of wishes. The reason why you can't have that one thing that you're wanting right now is because you haven't healed from this heartache and this loss. There's something that you are still potentially holding on to, and you haven't learned the lesson. You haven't gained the wisdom. You haven't accepted it. I'm not going to say as a loss, but it is a lesson. We don't do losses around here. We only do lessons and blessings. But it's just something here that you just truly haven't let go of. What is it? And some of you also need to have more patience with yourself. Allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to mourn. Allow yourself, you know, but also know that you have to come out of solitude. You have to move forward. You have to allow yourself. A part of the healing process is acceptance that something new can come in and that you have to change as well. And I think that some of you are waiting for something to just fall in your lap, and that's not going to happen. The universe isn't going to just say, oh, here you go. Here's how you make this happen. They need you to figure it out on your own. And we have a lot of major arcana cards out here, which shows you that, like, the universe, and I say this a lot sometimes, but the universe can only do so much. The universe can show you signs all day and every day, but you have to be willing to actually accept those signs and apply them to your life as necessary. And for a lot of you, it is get out of that funk, get out of that depression, get out of that solitude, and understand that you have to have patience with yourself. Healing isn't just, I'm done crying. Healing isn't just, I let it go. Healing is so many things intertwined among a lot of other things that it's so many steps. And you have to be able to go through each step in order to get to that fulfillment. And in order for you to, and then once you do that, of course, then comes your prosperity, that abundance that we were talking about. Whether that's abundance of love, abundance of money, abundance of whatever that may be in your life, that's when that comes. For a lot of you, you really have been so focused on that one thing that you're missing out on a lot of other things. Like, let's say you're so focused on one person that you ignore the other person that was meant to come into your life to bring you a new job. You're thinking that they're trying to hit on you, or you're thinking that, you know, when it's a whole time, it's a whole new business opportunity for you. Stop allowing people to get away from you or walk away from you just because you're so stuck on a person that don't, not to say don't want you, but that's not meant for you right now. And your destiny is always your destiny, of course, but sometimes we delay the things that are meant for us. And I think that's one thing that the universe does try to teach us, is that stop wanting it when you want it when you get it. You know, like, you'll get it when you get it. For some of you, you may be wanting to get pregnant right now as well. It's not your time to be pregnant. And when you actually give birth, you're going to be thankful and grateful, because there's something that now in between now and you getting pregnant that's going to happen. So if you would have had a kid earlier, you wouldn't have been able to survive or something like that. Also here, somebody's not only about to go through a breakup, but I feel like there's a tremendous loss here that's going to send you in a spiral. It's given the death that's going to soon come. Could be a death of self, death of a relationship, but there's given a significant loss here, and that's what's going to send you in this spiral out. Can I get an advice card? Third eye chakra. I think this is, so I do believe that the third eye chakra is going back to knowing when the universe is sending you signs and sending you messages of what you need to do. Stop asking for clarity, and then when you get the clarity, you ignore the clarity. Stop asking for, you know, answers, and when you get the answers, you ignore it and say, that's the devil. I know sometimes it can be hard to distinguish between, you know, instinct and ego, or, you know, what's the divine and what's the devil, but that is a part of also meditating and understanding who you are as a person and where it is that you want to go. Understanding what it is you're meant to do. Understanding, you know, if you are hurting, we're not supposed to be experiencing loss or be so engulfed in depression and sadness. Like, that's not what life is about. So what's causing those things to happen? You know, like, if somebody is constantly fussing at you and arguing with you and it's causing you to be sad, the root isn't the fact that you're sad. The root is that person is always arguing with you and is apparently unhappy and is causing you to be unhappy. Let that person go. Stop trying to be their happiness. If you are always sad and upset because you can't make something happen, okay, I'm not trying to tell you to give up on your dreams and your plans, but maybe it's time to sit down and plan out, okay, how do I do this differently to get there? Maybe come up with a new way, a new business plan around the business. Or, you know, maybe you're not getting enough customers in your business. Okay, well, how do I market different? How do I do different outreach programs or something like that? Like, stop being engulfed in the situation so much that it blinds you to ways to solve the solution. Be a solution solver. Be a problem solver. Find solutions is what I'm hearing. So yes, if this resonates, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.